What's going on everyone, Spaceman here, and I'm about to share with you 5 tips for increasing your efficiency in Illuvium Zero. Number 1. The Power Station. The Power Station is a building unlocked after upgrading your engineering workshop to Stage 3. It has the potential to increase production efficiency by up to 20% on any extractor or converter, depending how close the building is placed to the power station. Any extractor or converter in the 6-tile radius will receive a boost, but only the buildings right next to the power station will get the maximum of 20%. Number 2. Converter placement. There are 2 things to have in mind when placing your converter buildings. First, is it near an extractor with the same resource? Let's say you place a condenser plant next to a hydrogen pump. Both of these buildings produce hydrogen, so they are compatible, and only the converter will get a 30% efficiency buff. These effects stack, so if a condenser plant is touching 2 hydrogen pumps, its efficiency will increase by 60% instead of 30%. From what I have seen, the maximum efficiency a building can have is 150%, so just keep that in mind. And second, is it near any other converters of the same resource type? Resource type being, is it a mineral or a fuel? Any mineral converter that is in range of another mineral converter will have its efficiency reduced. Also, any fuel converter in range of another fuel converter will have its efficiency reduced. But it is fine for a mineral converter to be in range of a fuel converter. Number 3. Paths. Paths help with a building's upgrade time, and utilizing them is simple. Now, I don't know exactly how the upgrade time is calculated, but from my testing, it seems like the more paths around the building, the better. If a building is completely surrounded by paths, the upgrade timer for that building will be cut by about 25%. Number 4. Converters. We've covered converter placement, but why would you want converters in the first place? Well, in the alpha, converters give you more resources than you spend. For example, if I was converting carbon into hydrogen, I would receive more hydrogen than I lost carbon, and this can increase your resource efficiency drastically. But when we read a landmark description, it tells us that the landmark reduces losses when converting into a resource. This implies that you are supposed to lose resources when converting, which is not the case now. So, from my understanding, once the alpha is over, this strategy will no longer be relevant. And lastly, number 5, plan ahead. Now, it's fine to sit back and relax while playing Illuvium Zero, but if you want to maximize your time efficiency, you will want to plan for the future, especially when we can sell fuel on the marketplace. You cannot speed up fuel production, so if you go spending it without planning and realize that you actually want to use it for something else, you might have to wait days to get it back depending on how much fuel you need. And those were my 5 tips for maximizing efficiency in Illuvium Zero. Hopefully you learned something new, and I'll see you another time.